It's another edition of Time About the Movies, and today we're taking a look at the films of January 22nd, 1999. Not a good week for movies. In fact, there was 5 movies I had planned to look at, but I couldn't find anything on the winners, so this could be a really quick one, because most of these movies I have not seen, nor do I really have the urge to really see it, but we'll run through these pretty quickly and move on to the next week on the next episode, but let's just get to it. Let's start off with the biggest, in quotation marks, newest release of the weekend, and that is Sidney Lumet's remake of Gloria, starring Sharon Stone. And this looks exactly like the type of movie you would see in the month of January. This is actually a remake of a 1980s film directed by John Cassavetes, about a gangster's girlfriend who goes on the run with a young boy who is being hunted by the mob for information he may or may not have. That one starred Jenna Rollins and Buck Henry among the cast. This has, of course, Sharon Stone, and is notable for being the last film for George C. Scott before he passed away. You also have Jeremy Northern, Kathy Moriarty, Bonnie Bedelia, Barry McAvoy, music by Howard Shore. Sidney Lumet directed this one. This was kind of in the last couple of years of Sidney Lumet's directing career. I mean, he'd make a couple other movies after this point, and actually he produced a couple of television series, but this is definitely the twilight of his career at this point. And this was not a film that does not look like a film that really knew exactly what it was trying to do. This is a neo-noir crime thriller, and they're selling this like it's a serial drama or something like that. Like, they sold this the wrong way, and I don't know if you could sell this any other way. This was kind of when Sharon Stone's star power was also kind of dying out as well, so a lot of things not working in this film's favor, so it doesn't look like it's anything too good or anything special, but like I said, I haven't seen it, so I can't really say too much about it, but that's pretty much all I got on that one. That's Gloria, so on to the next movie, and that is Still Crazy. Still crazy after all these years. I'm sorry to Paul Simon for butchering your song there, but that's the first thing I thought about when I heard the title for this. But this is a film directed by Brian Gibson, his last film he directed before his death in 2004, and follows a fictional 1970s rock band named Strange Fruit, who, after being split up for 2 decades, are persuaded to get back together to perform at a reunion in the same concert venue where they played their last gig. The film focuses on the personal lives of the band members, those closest to them, and their individual experiences with approaching middle age and the success that eluded them. You see some notable names in there: Stephen Ray, Billy Crudup, Timothy Spall, Bill Nighy. Just some notable names in here overall. This is a film that did well with critics, and it's actually written by the people who wrote some pretty good movies: Flushed Away, Across the Universe, The Bank Job. Those wouldn't come until into the near the end of the 2000s, but they have written some pretty good movies. And like I said, this is the last film Brian Gibson directed before he died in 2004. This is a pretty decent film. It's kind of trying to be the new 90s equivalent to something like This Is Spinal Tap. Like, it's definitely trying to be like the mockumentary type of a film. It doesn't necessarily go that route. It plays it straight up like a scripted film does, not like a documentary. But for the most part, it does its job pretty well. It's a film that I saw it. I got some enjoyment out of it, but I don't know if it's one I'd rather watch over and over again. But I'm glad I saw it, and I'm glad I actually got something out of it. It was one of those little surprises that came out of nowhere, because I really did not expect much going into it. I found a lot to enjoy about it. It's a decent film. Maybe good enough for a one-time watch. I wouldn't say go back and watch it multiple times after that, but that's just me saying that. So anyway, on to the next movie, and that is Children of Heaven. So this is a film about a brother and sister and their adventures over a lost pair of shoes. This is a Iranian family drama, and this was actually nominated for the Oscar for Best Foreign Language Film in 1998, but it didn't get a release here in the U.S. until well into 1999, almost 2 years after it first came out at the Tehran Film Festival. Don't know too much about it, honestly. I never seen the film, so I can't really say if it's any good or not, but it has decent reviews to it. Actually, really good reviews for it. And I mean, it was in the same year. It was nominated in the same year that Life is Beautiful was nominated, and that film was just easily going to win that one pretty easily after all the success that Roberto Benigni got from that, the critical success he got from that. But I don't know. This one could be pretty decent, but I don't know too much about it, unfortunately. Nor do I know too much about the last movie we have here, and that is My Name is Joe. So you have Peter Mullen playing Joe Kavanagh, who's an unemployed recovering alcoholic in Glasgow, Scotland, who meets and falls in love with a health visitor played by Louise Goodall. David McKay plays his troubled friend Liam. The film's title is a reference to the ritual greeting performed at Alcoholics Anonymous meetings that's portrayed in the film's opening scene. And again, I really don't know too much about this one because I've never seen this movie. I didn't even know anything about it until I looked it up. But it doesn't look too bad per se. I've never seen these actors in anything notable before. But it was nominated. It won the British Independent Film Award for Best British Film. It was actually the first one to do that. And this director, Ken Loach, has done stuff like Lady Bird, Lady Bird, Carla's Song. Not a whole lot of movies that I really recognize here, at least from what I'm looking at here. But let's see. I think we did cover one of his movies back in 1990, Hidden Agenda, but that's one I hadn't seen up to that point, and I haven't seen this one either, so I can't really say if it's any good or not. So basically, just killing time here, giving you some information about this film because I really don't know what else to say about this one. So yeah, that's My Name Is Joe. So with that said, we wrap up another edition of Time About the Movies, and we'll wrap January of '99 up next week. Next time, I should say, with She's All That. Probably the biggest movie to come out this weekend. Easily the biggest movie to come out this weekend. But we also have The 24-Hour Woman and A Cool Dry Place. So only 3 movies to look at next time. We'll delve into those on the next episode. But until then, thank you very much for watching. And if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the plays on the next page. Check out the previous episode. I will see you guys next time for another episode. So until then, as always, take care.